Okay, time for another insulation foam video where I decided to create Maui's fishhook out of it. So I started by just freehand drawing the fishhook shape. I've got a picture for reference and also a mini fishhook which came with one of the kids' Maui toys. So yeah, just roughly drew the shape and obviously had to do some little refinements. And then it was time to cut it out. So I just used a standard kitchen knife, which I found was the best kind of tool for the job. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done it straight onto the new kitchen floor, but I was quite careful as I did it. And then yeah, just kind of very carefully tease it off so it doesn't snap, because it's very, very delicate. As you can see, a bit fell off, so I had to glue it back on again. And yeah, now it's time to round it off at the edge with the kitchen knife and obviously peel off all that silver foil as well. So yeah, this was quite a fiddly job, but also nice to start getting it a little bit more 3D. And then the knife came in handy to get those last little bits of foil off as well. So now it's time to start sanding and buffing it up a bit, getting it a little bit more smooth. So I gave it a sand and tried to just kind of smooth those edges out. And here you can see in all its glory, it's starting to look a bit more like the fish hook. And there you go, you can see how big it is as well. And now it was the fun part and the time consuming part. So I mixed some colours together to kind of get that weathered brown kind of shade, and then just basically hand painted the design. It was obviously a much more simple design from the toy because it's so small. So really there was only the main kind of detail there to work with. But that's quite good really, because it gave me less work, and obviously you can see the most iconic shapes on there. So then I had an idea that I was going to put Mod Podge on it to kind of seal it, but it actually turned it red. It turned the paint red. You can see on the edge there where I've used it. Luckily I only did it on one side, so I was able to rectify that later. So I thought while I had the Mod Podge out, I would now start to add the twine for the handle. So this was just a case of winding it round, and then obviously I had to use multiple layers to fill all the gaps. And you can see clearly the bits of the design that have been Mod Podged and turned red. So now it's time to add some glue just to kind of seal it. Some more Mod Podge. And then I mixed some more paint and basically just went over those edges just to kind of blend in the brown over the red, so it didn't look too bad. I mean, I was only going to use one side of the fishhook for the party decoration anyway, so I didn't really need to completely paint the other side. So now I added a little bit of cardboard just to fill that gap, and then I also added some more twine to wind around the handle. And of course, I couldn't resist taking the fishhook to the beach. I'm very blessed with this Cornish scenery, so I had to make the most of it and take a few shots, as if Maui just left it there stranded by the ocean. So there it was, the fish hook, and now it was time to take it to the Moana-themed party for my kids. And here's Maui himself, mini Maui. Whoa, it's Maui! Are you Maui?
Yeah.
What do you think, mate? Right, show me your muscles. Show me your muscles. And if you're looking for proof that insulation foam is fragile and needs to be handled with care, check this out. Casper.
It's very tough.
Uh-oh!
Thanks for watching Physics 5. Don't forget to hit the bell and please follow Mama Casper on Instagram.